The summary of your walk with God is not to make you a prayer warrior. No, sir. The summary of your walk with God is not to make you a man of God. The summary of your discipleship with the Elohim is to answer the question of who do you call God? Who have you discovered to be Yeshua? Who do men say that I? What is happening here was what happened in Exodus when Moses met with God. He said, who will I tell the people that sent me? Who will I say sent me? And then God began to look and discovered that there is no name that actually qualifies his entire identity. And then he told Moses, just tell them that I am sent you. This is why it is written here, that who do men say that I am that Moses taught the Israelites. These people were Israelites. They were Jews. And look at it. For so many years, the God that Moses introduced to them, they did not yet still discover him. They had so much law, so much teachings from Moses. They had the Mosaic laws. They had the Pharisees, Sadducees. They were now denominations in their church system. In fact, at this time, they had two high priests. One that God erected, one that Caesar erected. Still, with all that they had, they were not still able to decipher the name that Moses found in Horeb. And a time came in Caesarea Philippi where Yeshua needed to bring this subject matter into play. A time needed to come where Yeshua himself had to come as an intervention protocol to say that, Kai, I have lived with you for 30-something years and I have discovered that you guys don't even know the God that you claim you know. You are so religious. You do all kinds of things supposedly in my name, but I don't know you. Broods of vipers. So he needed to ask that name that Moses discovered in Horeb, who do you say that person is? Meanwhile, he was also revealing to them that the name that Moses found in Horeb, that person is standing before them. He was also telling them that the voice within Horeb, the same person stands before you today. Now, who do you say that person is? Moses was opportune to hear a voice and have a rod, but you have the opportunity to walk with that voice and the rod within him. You have the opportunity to walk with him for 3 years. Now that you have walked with that voice for 3 years, what can you qualify as that voice? The forerunner called John was able to peep into the vistas of the heavens and able to declare that I am a voice, just like the voice that Moses had. I am a voice crying in the wilderness. And in Caesarea Philippi, that was so spiritually significant, provided them a platform for Yeshua to ask. Do you know what this means? It means that your journey of discipleship is to discover one thing. Hello? All your pursuit of discipleship, in other words, the summary of your walk with God is not to make you a prayer warrior. No, sir. The summary of your walk with God is not to make you a man of God. The summary of your walk with God is not to even make you a believer. The summary of your discipleship with the Elohim is to answer the question of who do you call God? Who have you discovered to be Yeshua? Why he called out these disciples, why he called them was not because he was looking for workers in his ministry, but he was looking for men to explain the voice that Moses discovered. He was looking for men that he could walk with day in, day out. They can see his life and then mirror it. They can come into an understanding of who the I am is. Because in order for Yeshua to bring around a new move, they needed to fulfill the law. Do you know what it means to fulfill the law? To answer the question that has been there for a long time. Do you see why they came to an ancient spring? Because there was an ancient question that was left unthought of. An ancient question that they had not yet answered. And that question is, who will I tell the Israelite that sent me? I am. They had not yet discovered a name they can use to converse with the Elohim. You see why in Philippians chapter 4, God had to give Yeshua a name, because that was the platform for us to having an interaction with him. He now came and said, I am the way. I am that platform for you to truly find who saved you from Egypt. I am that being that can truly qualify and explain who delivered you from the hands of Pharaoh. You have talked about me. Your forefathers have told you all I did. Now I am here before you. This is what discipleship is. Agberire Jesu Olórúkọ Jesus.